Hey, good morning. I think I'm. Good morning. I think I'm live. I wanted to spend just a few minutes to chat with you guys about inflammation and nutrition. Normally, this is a talk that's usually like an hour or so about what we eat and how it affects our internal body with inflammation. Good morning, Patricia. And real quickly, I think 2 3 nights ago I emailed um, those who are on my email list a list of vitamins, supplements that play a role with nutrition and inflammation in general. And in this atmosphere of COVID and coronavirus, it's even more important that we are mindful of what we eat, simply because we need to do what we can to maximize the potential of our immune system to fight against anything bad, whether it's a virus or a bacteria or just anything that shouldn't be there in general. Um, hey, good morning, Betty. The In relationship to coronavirus, we know that one of the ways, and actually the prominent way, that this virus destroys our lungs is that it promotes what I call a cytokine storm. It promotes our own immune system to create a large inflammatory attack to try to fight against the virus. But in this inflammatory attack called a cytokine storm, what it does is that it actually hurts and destroys our own lung tissue. And when that happens, a lot of fluid and inflammatory fluid builds up in our lungs. We call that pneumonia, viral pneumonia, actually, from this virus. And that's what causes the lack of oxygenation in the lungs. That's what causes a patient with COVID infection to need oxygen to eventually enter the ICU and get intubated on ventilators, right, to try to get that oxygen through to their system. And it's simply an inflammatory attack caused by the virus, and that inflammation is actually caused by our own immune system. So the question is, what can we do to help with nutrition to minimize inflammation in our body? We know that there are certain things that actually worsens inflammation in our system. That includes sugar. It includes chronic stress can be pro-inflammatory. Eating eating red meat can be pro-inflammatory because of the junk that's in it. Sometimes with hormones and antibiotics, uh, chemicals and toxins and stuff that is in our daily food can promote inflammation as well. So those kind of things are things in our diet that promotes inflammation, but then there are things that can help to minimize inflammation, right? We know that there are certain foods, especially plant-based foods, that are anti-inflammatory. There is the what I called the mind diet that has been documented to help minimize the risk for Alzheimer's. That's also a plant-based diet, and inflammation plays a role in that as well. There are certain vitamins that are antioxidants that we know plays a role with minimizing inflammation. um, vitamin C, zinc. Um, there's turmeric, which is anti-inflammatory, and there's a few other stuff. Fish oil, which is omega-3, is anti-inflammatory. So there's a list of these kind of things uh, that in your diet fights inflammation, and there's a list of uh, types of foods that promotes inflammation. So based on what we eat, based on what we decide to eat, plays a big role. Again, in either helping or preventing inflammation. Um, if you're interested in a more fuller list, I can probably shoot you an email to my database of patients and folks who are on my email list, where you can certainly, I can send you a more complete list of nutrition that are anti-inflammatory versus pro-inflammatory. If that's an interest of yours, contact me. You can probably just contact me through, let me see, I can give you a website. Most of you are probably on my email list already, but if not, you can put your email in a website link called coronavupdate.com. Down here for you. coronavupdate.com. I'll put in the chat list. If you're already in, and only put in your email if you're already not getting my weekly emails. If you are already getting my weekly emails, don't even worry about it. You'll get it automatically. But I'm gonna plan to send probably within the next week or so a list of foods that help fight inflammation, and a list of food that can promote inflammation with some clinical research documentation that goes along with that. All right, guys. This is supposed to be my short itty bitty talks that I want to do a little bit every day. I don't want to make it too long. I hope that was a little bit of that was helpful for you. And then on Thursday, we'll do a longer talk for you guys for education. Take care. God bless. And we'll chat again a little bit every day. See ya.